In the conference finals, the 76ers would have to get by the only team to take a series from them during the regular season, the Boston Celtics. The Celts had won 8 straight titles before this year, and they would usually eliminate a Philadelphia team on their way to a championship.
In the past 10 years, the Boston Celtics have won 9 out of 10 world championships. Last year, the 76ers were the almost team of the NBA, but the Celts ended the great dream in the Eastern Division playoffs. Philadelphia lost the final game by 1 point. The past cries out, beat Boston. The first game at the Palestra, Boston takes the lead. But the team that controls the backboards controls the game. Chamberlain. And then Greer. The 76ers take the lead. No man's land. Cunningham. And Philadelphia holds the lead. To ensure the lead, Wilt goes wild. Nothing gets by him. Off an inch, and Chamberlain's there. And so is Greer, scoring. And scoring. Boston is not dead. Russell. But Philadelphia does not let up. Luke Jackson. And Wilt under the boards to Greer. Chamberlain. At halftime, the 76ers lead by 17. And Greer is still hot. Cunningham to Chamberlain. A fake on Russell. He's in. Wally Jones from the side. Chet to Wilt. Russell tries to drive by Chamberlain, but the game is already gone for the Celtics. The 76ers win by a 14-point margin, with Hal Greer high man, 39 points. After a narrow win in Boston, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia at Convention Hall. Alex cautions the team about overconfidence. With management looking on, a seesaw battle rages on the court. Neither team can break open the game. Wilt manages 25 rebounds in the first half, but Philadelphia only leads by 2 at halftime. Boston is not dead. But with the big man under the boards, a miscalculation can turn into a scoring opportunity. However, the tenor of the game still has not changed. Both teams struggle. Neither can establish a clear lead, and the lead changes many times. But Wilt's domination under the board starts to pay off. A length of the court pass to Cunningham. And the mood changes. Greer, driving, shooting, scoring. In the final seconds, Wilt is fouled by K.C. Jones. Although not the greatest foul shooter, Wilt can make them when there is something at stake. Today, it's only the last 2 points in the game. The end of a perfect day with a record 41 rebounds to his credit. With 3 games locked up, the great dream of a 4-game sweep over the Celtics seems a short step across the street to Boston. Boston is not dead, says a cornered Bill Russell. In his first year as player-coach in the National Basketball Association, Russell inherited a solid organization, but it's leaking. 3 games down, the old veteran looks to a loyal Boston following to recharge his team's draining spirits. And the fans come through. Excitement in Boston is at fever pitch. Players become targets for raw eggs, and Coach Hannum receives a friendly death threat. But through it all, Luke Jackson responds to spark the 76ers. The 6'9", 240-pounder leads the team with 29 points. But the great dream of the 4-game sweep is slipping away. Still, the 76ers have what it takes to come back. Flashes of brilliance from Chet Walker, and the team from Philadelphia starts a comeback. It's late in the 4th period, and the Celtics have only a 1-point lead. A bad pass. Wilt to Gukas. The 76ers lead by 1. A bad shot. Wilt rebound. To Walker. To Greer. To Gukas. The 76ers by 3. But Boston is not dead. Havlicek to Russell. The Celtics gain momentum. The defending champs edge to a 1-point advantage with only 25 seconds left on the clock. Sam Jones around Matty Gukas. Only seconds left. Philadelphia has to stop Boston. Best of 7, 4 in a row. The great dream. Don't let them shoot. Boston is not dead. Jones. Gukas stops him. A fan joins the melee. Break it up. The game's over. Boston is not dead.
We all were very, very disappointed. We wanted to establish our superiority over the Boston Celtics. We would have liked to have done it right there in Boston, and we felt very, very sad, but very, very determined about what we would have to do when we got that team back down in Philadelphia.
They fought the 76ers tooth and nail, literally. Then rookie Matty Kukas remembers tangling with veteran Sam Jones.
We didn't play real well in the ball game, yet we were right there to have a chance to win it. And we were starting to close in on them, and we missed a shot. And if I can remember, Sam took off on a breakaway, and I figured he's got a sure layup. He's an outstanding foul shooter, but I did what my instincts told me to do and just grab him and make him get 2 from the line. Sam took a little exception to the way that I grabbed him. I did spin him around, but held him up. I didn't try to knock him down. And he came at me, and Wilt Chamberlain was there very quickly to break things up. But a lot of things happened right after that. Larry Siegfried came over, and he was about to go at it with me, and a fan came up and threw an egg, a raw egg, right in my chest, which exploded right into Larry Siegfried's face. So that got him off me.
But it was Boston who got by the 76ers to stay alive. Sam Jones's fouls won the game.
The thought that runs through the 76ers' minds before Game 5. If we don't do it now, it's back to Boston. Irv Kozloff expresses his concern.
Last year, I predicted 4 in a row. Not only did we not win 4 in a row, we didn't win it at all.
A sign put up early in the season by a well-wisher haunts Alex as he paces the locker room. The fans all want number 4, the winning number in the best-of-7 series, now. A capacity crowd of over 14,000 is here, hoping for the kill, for the revenge, for the sweet feeling. Along with General Manager Jack Ramsey and President Irv Kozloff is Pennsylvania's Governor Raymond Schaefer. The opening jump. Havlicek. Wilt. Now things look better. But Boston maintains a healthy lead. Sam Jones. Wilt scores 22 in the first half, but it's not enough. Russell relaxes with a comfortable margin. Boston is not dead. Philadelphia faces a 16-point disadvantage, but keeps fighting. Chet Walker. Greer. But the 76ers are down 65-70 at halftime. Then Wally Jones gets hot. The 76ers trail by 1 point. They have not held the lead yet in this game. Wilt. Wally. Chet. Wally. The 76ers take the lead. Wally Jones tells of the crowd's effect on the team.
Crowd shouting and everything. The momentum of the team started to move then, and we just knew that we had them then as soon as we got ahead.
Then Luke Jackson. And then Wally Jones. Then Wally again. And again. Jones hits 8 out of 9 and breaks Boston's back. Wally describes how it felt.
As soon as I hit my first shot, and I felt quite confident, and I just felt the streak come on. And every time I had the ball, I felt so confident that I just continued to shoot.
Then the roof starts to cave in. Billy Cunningham. Hal Greer. Under the boards, the famous Russell-Chamberlain duel reaches a settlement. Hal Greer. Matty Kukas. Greer. Greer again. Bill Russell watches a dynasty crumble around him. The final seconds. The final score. This is how it felt.
Game 5 at Convention Hall. Somehow, 14,000 fans jammed inside for the biggest game since the team moved from Syracuse 4 years earlier. And it turned into a wild celebration. With Wally Jones throwing them in from everywhere, the 76ers purged the Celtic demons of a decade, unseating the 8-time world champions 140 to 116. Boston was dead.
Early in the year, I decided to give our 76er team a chance to cool off for just a couple of minutes up in the dressing room before we allowed the press to come in. The tremendous feeling you have of coming back to that room with your own group and looking at one another and knowing that you have done it. This moment was truly a moment of elation and tremendous pride. The real big celebrating, the yelling and screaming came later with the reporters and the fans, but that moment, walking back to that dressing room, is one that I'll never forget.
Soon the christening began. It was the biggest night in Chamberlain's career. Just ask Wilt how it felt.
Actually, very, very tired. It's a long, long climb, so to speak, because you never can tell when the Celtics are dead. It's always good that you know they're finally out of the way. I really feel as though that this was the greatest Celtics team, so in being this team, I think it helped to make up a little bit for the other losses we had over the years.
Chet Walker.
It was something that all of the 76ers have been looking forward to a long time, and it finally happened. I had been in the league 6 years, and I've been chasing Boston for all those 6 years.
Billy Cunningham.
This was the greatest thrill in my life to beat Boston 4 out of 5.
Jack Ramsey.
We thought we were going to do it, and nothing could stand in our way. Good direction from the coach. And I think that's what it takes to become a champion. And this team had it. It had the skill, had the willingness of the players to blend their talents into a strong, cohesive force. And it had the proper direction at the top from the coach.
This was something that we and the Philadelphia fans had been looking for all of these years, the chance to dethrone that team.
We had really destroyed a dynasty, and we did not only defeat a great basketball team, but we destroyed a tradition.
Irv Kozloff described his first dousing.
I was called to be turning aside, and from 3 or 4 sides, bottles of champagne poured all over my head, all over my suit, all over my clothes, and finally ran down into my shoes. I emptied one shoe, and actually champagne poured out of the shoe. The suit I put aside when I got home and didn't have it cleaned for about a month, but I just enjoyed that wine, fermented odor, and it just carried me back to that night, many nights thereafter.